Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the HPCL family and viewers from every corner of our nation, welcome to another exhilarating episode of HP Unplugged. Welcome to our empowering series showcasing the phenomenal women who have shattered glass ceilings and risen to the top echelons of leadership within HPCL. I am Ankita Borkar, Manager Human Resources, and it is with great excitement that I introduce you to the next extraordinary women leader in our episode series. Joining us today is none other than Ms. Nita Thakur Kaushik, a true trailblazer in the realm of compensation management at our esteemed company's headquarters. Ms. Nita embarked on her journey as an accounts officer in the year 1999 and has since climbed the corporate ladder with grace and expertise. From her early days to her recent role as head of compensation management, her story is one of determination, resilience, and unwavering commitment. So let's kick off this interview and delve into the wealth of wisdom Ms. Nita Thakur Kaushik has accumulated over her distinguished career in the industry, as she elegantly navigates the intricacies of numeric realms. Welcome Nita ma'am to HP Unplugged. We are so delighted to have you today for this exclusive interview with us.
Thank you so much, Ankita.
Ma'am, we are so eager to delve into this insightful conversation with you. So let's begin from the beginning.
Sure.
What inspired you to pursue finance as your career, and how that has shaped your journey in this domain and your perspectives on leadership?
I personally believe that parents play a major role in shaping their children's destiny, and I was no different. Being from a very young age itself, I was involved in the decisions of a family. I was involved in all our financial and otherwise decisions of our family, and that the confidence of my parents in my ability to handle situations made me think that yes, there is something for me. And then the gentle nudge towards the commerce stream led me to be a chartered accountant ultimately. So I would say it's rather destiny for me because I was inspired by my parents to, make my foray in this field. So it's going to be 25 years this year that I have been with the corporation, and I'm a very proud HPite.
Wow, ma'am, that's true. Parents do play a very significant role in the early years. And that brings me to this next question, which is in terms of being a women finance leader in this huge organization as huge as HPCL, and having extensively held vast positions across numerical domains like accounts, budget, forecasting, compensation, you name it. So how, and also in various locations, I will not miss saying that because you've also worked in LPG Patna and various zonal offices. So could you share your perspectives as an influential woman who is involved in organizations' macro decision making, and what are the challenges associated with it?
So at the foremost, I'll give credit to the organization for having that confidence in me to handle these varied profiles. All the profiles which I have handled till date have one thing at their core, that is delivering happiness. So customer delight is the core of all our profiles, and as a finance official, I strongly believe that that is the crux of all our dealings, whether it is HR or finance or product supply per se. That is the core of all our thing, is delivering happiness. So even right now in the current profile of compensation management, our whole focus is on giving the best experience to our customers, that is the employees of the corporation. So there are various challenges associated with it, because with each set of customers, there comes unique set of challenges, and how we deal with it. That requires a lot of patience. It requires understanding the needs of the your ultimate customers, and how you design your strategies to take care of these aspects. So yes, ultimately when we go into these various departments, we bring with us fresh set of ideas. So it's only in an organization like ours that gives us this opportunity to bring this fresh set of ideas at every location or every position that we go to, and learn from there, learn from our colleagues as to how you deal with a certain situation. So ultimately our overall experience is a sum total of what we have given or learnt from this organization.
Very nicely put. It's wonderful to see how the support functions are also well integrated towards delivering happiness. Moving ahead, when we look at this finance domain, there are quite inherent pressures and sensitivity of this financial sector, and quite a lot of deadlines, considering so many SBU oriented products and supplies have to be met on time. How do you carve out time for yourself amidst all these responsibilities? How do you make for it in terms of maintaining that balance in status quo, considering the different challenging situations that you have to deal with on day-to-day basis?
So Ankita, there are various aspects to life, professional, personal, and it is very essential that in our pursuit of our professional dreams, we do not lose out on the personal aspirations as well. As family people, we owe it to our next generation to give out enough time for them. So yes, there has to be a compartmentalized way of approaching at our various aspects. So when you are at home, you need to give your 100% on the home front as well, and when you're in office, you need to give 100% as well. So no half ways about it. You can't think about home in office and office at home. So that is not fair to neither the organization nor the family.
Right.
Moreover, there is a certain amount of time which we need to carve out for ourselves, be it a man or a woman, but that certain amount of me time every day is the only thing which will help us recharge, recollect, and renew our hopes and aspirations for the next day. That's how we go about day by day, every day. So if we do not have this kind of a balance, life-work balance, this kind of thing will go haywire, leading to chaos at your personal front as well as your professional front. So there has to be a certain amount of balance, and as we go, the journey itself teaches us how to achieve this balance. So we should be aware of what our priorities are, and that priorities will help us define what and how should be dealt with at what time and how. So I think that kind of compartmentalization helps to bring out enough time for each of these aspects of your life. So that is the beauty of this journey. Nothing in solitude will work. Just focusing on something, one aspect, and ignoring the other aspect will not bring beauty to life. So life is far more beautiful and sustainable than we think it is.
Think about it.
Yes.
Quite beautifully, ma'am, you pointed out about me time. I would love to follow up a question on that through you. So, it's in today's world, I've seen people being completely swamped in their day-to-day life, along handling both the ends. And when you talk about me time, it's more about what is me time. I have to cater to this, I have to do this. So there isn't, me time is considered to be more of a selfish way of handling. I want you to speak about it. What's your idea? Because a person at your stature is able to handle her me time so well as meet other responsibilities so well. Would love to hear your perspective.
So I do not believe me time is selfish at all. I believe it to be a part of my self-care routine. So it has been incorporated in my day-to-day routine in such a way that I do not even realize it. It's only when I miss out on these me time in some of the other occasions, on some of the other days, is that I feel that yes, I have missed out on it. So it's become a habit. So this is the least we can do for ourselves.
Exactly.
For our emotional, our physical and our mental well-being. And this me time is totally, has to be spent in solitude, delving, thinking, or doing what you like. Even it could be listening to music or reading a book or something, but you could just stare out of the window. That's your me time.
Exactly.
So
That's
that you have
wonderful.
to have that kind of calmness to collect your thoughts, because unless we do that, we'll have all kinds of thoughts or different thoughts scattered in our brain, and this ultimately hampers our decision making because we do not have focused clarity on most aspects. So this me time helps your brain to rearrange all your varied scattered thoughts into their proper places and bring it to the fore whenever you need it.
Exactly. As you said, it's not about the big things that you have to think and do, but the smallest things can also help you engage in your me time.
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful. So, ma'am, as someone who has seen her ambitions play out so beautifully, I think goal setting must play a very significant role in your professional life as well as personal life. So, what does goal setting mean to you personally?
So goal setting is something which is dynamic, and you have to be very, very brutally honest about it also. Now those goals may or may not be shared with someone else, but you as an individual need to be honest with yourself with regard to what you want from life, whether it is at the professional front or at the personal front. This goal setting not only helps you to chalk out a way to reach your goal, but also to prioritize things which are important in life. So goal setting is a very brutal and honest process which every individual must follow for themselves. Whether it is your colleagues, your children, your parents, everybody has a goal. Now goal setting is a very formal term, but we all do have our goals from time to time.
Right.
So that is always a dynamic process. But also I would suggest that we should not be daunted by the enormity of the goals at first, because just thinking about a goal big enough would probably put a lot of pressure on how to achieve it and whether it is possible or not, and we may give up halfway through the journey. So the point is, you have your goal, you stick to it, and you break it into such achievable smaller parts which lead to ultimately achieving your ultimate major goal. So yes, goal setting for me is a very dynamic and brutally honest process which I personally follow.
Yes, ma'am, that's quite apt what you said, because goals have to be achievable as well, and they have to be practical, and at the same time, how willing are you to to have clarity? So that all matters. Very inspiring, ma'am. So that brings me to our last question. What advice would you offer to our ambitious women professionals around goal setting that can help them navigate effectively with their life challenges?
First and foremost, I would advise all upcoming professionals to have confidence. See, confidence is the key. Without confidence, anything you chalk out, anything you dream for yourself will seem incomplete and will not really bring about that kind of achievement orientation which you feel. So confidence is primary. Come what may, at whatever stage of life you are in, confidence in your abilities, in yourself, will help you achieve whatever you dream for yourself. But regarding that, I would also, like I said previously, don't daunt yourself with the enormity of your goal. Break it into pieces and go step by step achieving it. Celebrate your successes. That is primary. You don't think that I'll achieve my ultimate goal and that is the major ultimate celebration for me. No. Celebrating your little achievements, your little happinesses along the way will bring you to the major picture, because it should not so happen that once you achieve the goal, you do not really have the flavor for anything because you've been so tired running towards your goal that you've not stopped to smell the roses on the way.
Right.
So I truly believe that all successes, big or small, should be celebrated. Thirdly, self-care. Self-care is the most important thing if you do not want to burn out. You want to have to have a regime for yourself which encourages you to take care of your physical, mental and emotional well-being.
Without feeling the guilt.
Yes,
of
course, there is no guilt in this. You
Exactly.
are entitled to your time. Apart from your professional obligations and your personal obligations, you owe it to yourself without any guilt to give that kind of care to yourself. So self-care. So these are the three aspects which I would encourage young professionals to, adopt in their day-to-day regime, in addition to whatever they may have planned for themselves. So yes, this is what I would advise all my
Wonderful, ma'am. I would love to pick up from there in terms of confidence. I loved how you mentioned how significant role it plays for a person. So were you always this confident? Like, how did you begin your journey with that?
So me as a person was very, very conscious of speaking in public, or whether interacting with strangers, or it was at any kind of forum. I would always try to be in the background, and at one point of time in life I realized that what am I doing to myself? I'm just going deeper into a shell and I'll not come out of it ever. So what I did personally was, I realized that I need to take the opportunities. If I wait for someone to come and give me a certain kind of opportunity to do a certain activity or a thing or a process, I may not be able to, get that kind of opportunities, because there are many takers for it. It is not fair. I strongly believe that we need to seize the,
Opportunities, right.
So that is also one of my suggestions to our achievers, that don't be scared, seize the opportunity, seize the day.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your anecdotes on perseverance, confidence, clarity would certainly help our viewers, as they will deeply resonate with it. So I would like to thank you for taking your valuable time today and coming here and sharing these invaluable insights with us. I'm sure that your role as a women leader in the finance stream is not just inspirational, it's a guiding light to many women professionals out there who are aspiring to make it big. On behalf of my viewers and our HPCL family, I extend a deepest thank you to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ankita, for having me here. It was indeed a pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am. So that was our another captivating episode with our trailblazer, Ms. Nita Thakur Kaushik, General Manager Compensation Management, wherein she shared her invaluable perspectives on the intricacies of finance domain as a career and captivating conversation. Her experience and passion have undoubtedly left us with curiosity as well as assurance. Special gratitude to all our viewers for joining us on this insightful session. We hope you found today's interview as enlightening and empowering as we did. Remember to stay focused on your goals, embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, and never underestimate the power of perseverance. Thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, stay inspired and most importantly, stay tuned in to HP Unplugged.